Ladies, it's very important to understand the biggest leading causes of our children's traumas are because of the boyfriends and the stepfathers. And the mother bringing these men inside the home with the children, and they are the children's biggest abusers. Growing up, my mother and stepfather didn't technically get married, but by common law, it was just considered that they've been together for a long time. And I know, reflecting as a child growing up, my mother knew that my stepfather was a little cray cray. She knew that this man was in a shootout. And not only that, he was in a shootout because the woman he was dealing with before my mother, he would watch her children, I guess, while she'd be at work, just like he did with my mother. He was the stay-at-home parent with us while my mother was at work. Well, when he was with the woman before my mother, he would babysit her children, and one of her children he abused. Not only did he physically abuse the little boy, but he spoiled him in burning hot water in a bathtub. And that's where the little boy's uncle came and my stepfather pyum the man back, and the man hit my stepfather with over like 20 bullets. He had a bag and everything. Like, my stepfather retaliated, went to the man's mother's house and burned down that man's mother's house. It was just crazy. So like, it left a lot of lacerations on my stepfather when he healed from the bag and everything. Like, his stomach looked like worms, snakes, roaches. That's what I used to call them, like autumn marks. His stomach was hit really bad. And my mother also knew that my stepfather fell in and out of drug addiction, fell in and out of depression, where she had to put him in the mental institution multiple times growing up. And not only that, he hit phases where he'd miss his father, started grieving, and it was just really dark for him. And me and my two older brothers had to be in the house with him. Like I mentioned, he had abused his ex-girlfriend's son. He was carrying that behavior to my middle sibling. He would pick him up by the head, throw him down head first on the bed rail, throw him down head first on the floor by picking him up by his head, and just scared the living crap out of me. I would think that he was going to kill my brother. One time, his nieces and nephews was over there, which they was over there a lot. I had his baby niece. I'm screaming, I'm crying, I'm telling him I'm going to drop this baby if you don't quit hitting my brother. And I'm praying to God for him to make him stop, because I'm thinking he's going to kill my brother. I wasn't really going to drop the baby, but it stopped him from hitting my brother. And when I put a band-aid on my brother, he snatched it off and just act like he I watched him put my brother food in the toilet and offer him the food, which will be in another video. He just did not treat my brother very well. And my stepfather was abandoned as well. His mother left him and all his siblings with his father as a child and never came back. I assumed that she was getting abused, which caused for him to start abusing one of each sons in every relationship he was in. And not to mention, when we got grown, it's crazy because one of his cousins was in an abusive relationship. She had 6 children. She ended up leaving all her children with my stepfather and skipping state. In that time, the state had gave my stepfather custody, and my stepfather did not learn a lesson after all these years, was abusing the youngest son, and the youngest son ran outside in his underwear, flagged down the police, and that's where my stepfather finally went to jail for the things he was doing. Catch me in the next video so I can tell y'all the full story.